this past weekend we had arguably for me, and I've said it before, the best fight I've seen tactically from both men
Fantastic
in 2024. But for a very long time, what was your thoughts of the decision?
You know what? I was fortunate enough to work. I was working the show on TNT. I thought the decision was right. I thought it was the right decision. I thought both fights brilliant, defensively brilliant. I thought that Bivol shown some real moments of class, but there wasn't enough of those moments for me to be winning a lot of the rounds where to override the sustained pressure, sustained attacks.
Abbas here for Iboxinghub. I am joined by the Manchester legend, Anthony Crolla. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you, mate. It only seems yesterday I was here doing some public workouts and time flies, doesn't it? So
I was going to say, is it special always coming back to Manchester and stuff?
Of course it is with the shows and stuff like that. It's, you know, it rolls back the years and stuff like that, but obviously it's not about me no more. It's, I've got my younger brother here and it's a good card next week, so I'm looking forward to it.
We'll touch on William and obviously his progression, but I've got to ask you, this past weekend we had arguably for me, and I've said it before, the best fight I've seen tactically from both men in 2024.
Fight.
But for a very long time, what was your thoughts of the decision?
You know what? I was fortunate enough to work. I was working the show on TNT. I thought the decision was right. I thought it was the right decision. I thought both fights brilliant, defensively brilliant. I thought that Bivol shown some real moments of class, but there wasn't enough of those moments for me to be winning a lot of the rounds where to override the sustained pressure, sustained attacks of Beterbiev. And people will say, oh, yeah, but it was mostly hitting gloves now, but shots was getting through. And I thought it was the right decision. I think the claims of robbery, I think, are absolutely mental. But that's just my opinion, don't mean I'm right, does it?
Do you know what? I have to say, I agree with your opinion completely. Yeah. I felt that Beterbiev did enough in the swing rounds to leave a lasting impression on the cards.
And I thought those championship rounds, when you call it championship rounds, I thought Beterbiev won them. I don't think there's any denying that. What's
your thoughts on the idea of rematch? I believe the IBF have called Beterbiev to defend his belt. So.
And they're very strict with him, so obviously that looks unlikely now, which is a bit unfortunate. I wouldn't have minded seeing it again, but listen, I also wouldn't have minded seeing Beterbiev versus Jaya Pattaya. Who else?
Do you think he makes that transition to cruiserweight?
Listen, I think, he's more than an handful for him, but at the same time, I also think it won't be as effective. It's a big 12 stone 7 to 14 stone 4. It's a bit different, and something tells me it'd be very hard to keep walking through the backhands of Jaya Pattaya the way he does, you know, with certain fighters.
In terms of obviously this particular fight, I was a bit surprised. We've got an open workout a week and a bit before. Is that something that normally comes about?
No,
is it just
it's not. But someone just said to me, I remember when you sometimes you just do it the weekend before, which I think is a good idea. Just one of them. We just got asked the other day, and here we are now. So I don't know. Listen, whether it's to push the show or what, I don't know. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing for sure.
Good little turnout as well, and obviously come fight week as well, I expect a lot more as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the particular fight. Obviously, Eddie, I think, likened it to the best fight you can make without a belt on the line.
Yeah, it's certainly up there. It's certainly up there. Listen, I think it's a very good fight. And I think, I think it will be, I'll be honest as well. I don't think it's like blood. I think it'll be cagey early on to very, very good world-class sort of counter punches. So I think they'll be looking to draw each other's lead and then counter like that. I think it's a very good fight. Listen, I favour Jack, and I'm hoping Jack, obviously. But it's it's a good fight.
Who has the most pressure for you going into this particular
fight? Probably Jack. Obviously, it's in his hometown. We just had a disappointing night against Devin Haney. Imagine Jack. Well, he is the favourite. So yeah, there's more pressure on that. And Jack's right thereabouts for a world title shot. If it was to come up, if he was to lose this, the title shot then goes further back, doesn't it? So no, there's no denying Jack's got the more pressure on him.
Do you think the activity of Jack will help him going into this particular fight?
Yeah, well, Jack throughout, he has had a problem with inactivity. I'm not through any fault of his own. No fighter wants to be inactive, but at least now he's been that little bit more active. Obviously, a good fight with Josh Taylor. It wasn't that long ago, so I think probably for the first time he just wants to stay active. Obviously, he was going to fight in August, so by the time October, so I wouldn't say it's not exactly like been mega active, but Josh Taylor wasn't a million years ago, do you know what I mean?
And obviously we've got to touch on William. He's on this card as well. I feel like with young fighters, there's that thing of constantly keeping them active and stuff. Is that what your plan is with him?
That's all I want for him, just to keep active. His first year, he was very active. This year, he won in April, I think it was, wasn't it? So 6 months, show got cancelled and that. So a bit frustrating, really. I can't, it's not great. But he boxed earlier on in the year. So through no fault of his own, and listen, the show got cancelled. It was just one of those unfortunate things. So listen, hopefully now he can start becoming a little bit more active and you'll see improvement.
And final one, how's Rhiannon Dixon doing?
Rhiannon, listen, she's good. She's a joker and stuff like that. She was just good. She just felt really disappointed in the performance. I had a chat with her yesterday. We had a good sit down, all the team. It was just a really off night. Credit to Terry Harper, by the way. She boxed a disciplined fight. Rhiannon had a bad night. Like you say, you could be down to some of the stuff Terry done as well, being clever, but she has, you know what I mean, that's it. She had a fight on the worst possible night she could have and lost the world title.
Just for me, when I spoke to her, genuinely a very lovely person and very endearing.
She's a good person, and like now she can laugh about it a bit. Of course she's so gutted, but she's now got the attitude of, listen, I'm the world champion again, I've just got to go away, work and learn my trade.
Listen, pleasure obviously speaking to you as always. Hopefully catch you fight week and enjoy the day.